Abdi Munai General, born Mohamed Ratib, is one of Kenya's most recognizable radio and television personalities. Although he has enjoyed a long and successful career in entertainment, he has deliberately kept much of his private life away from the public eye. As a result, information about his exact age, parents, siblings, children, personal wealth and property remains largely undisclosed. His most notable public controversy has not involved a criminal case or professional misconduct, but rather his strong reaction to questions about his family and private life. Controversies and public confrontations. One of the most widely discussed moments in Munai's career occurred during an interview on Muga FM when he was questioned about rumors concerning his alleged children. According to reports, the interviewer pressed him about claims that he had fathered several children outside marriage. Munai became visibly uncomfortable with the line of questioning and responded angrily, making it clear that he considered his family life a private matter. During the exchange, he reportedly responded with remarks such as, "Nilizaa na wewe," before questioning the premise of the rumors. The interview eventually ended abruptly. The incident attracted attention because Munai has consistently maintained a firm boundary between his professional identity and his domestic life. Rather than allowing rumors about his family to become part of his public image, he has generally refused to discuss such matters. Another source of occasional public misunderstanding has been his famous television character. On Citizen TV's Inspector Mwala, Munai portrayed Officer Abdi, a crafty, mischievous, and often dishonest police officer. Because the character became so closely associated with him, some viewers sometimes confused the fictional personality with the actor himself. Munai's on-screen behavior, however, was part of his comedic performance and not an indication of his real-life character. Outside television, he has maintained a reputation as a professional entertainer who has spent decades working in Kenya's media industry. Unlike many celebrities, Munai has not built his public profile around scandals. His career has largely been defined by comedy, acting, radio broadcasting, and his determination to protect his personal affairs. Abdi Munai General was born Mohamed Ratib and celebrates his birthday on September 29 every year. His exact year of birth has not been publicly confirmed. He has also kept information about his parents, siblings, and childhood largely private. Consequently, there is little verified information in the public domain about his upbringing or family background. For his secondary education, Munai attended Senior Chief Koinange High School in Kiambu County. After completing high school, he continued his education and professional development at the Kenya College of International Studies, KCITI, Eastleigh campus. Although details of his academic qualifications and grades have not been widely publicized, his communication skills and command of language would later become important assets in his career as a broadcaster. Long before becoming a familiar face on Kenyan television and a recognizable voice on national radio, Munai began his entertainment career as a professional dancer. He spent approximately 8 years performing with the Safari Cats dance troupe, which was based at the prestigious Safari Park Hotel in Nairobi. The experience exposed him to live entertainment, disciplined performance, and interaction with audiences. It also helped develop the stage confidence and comic timing that would later become important elements of his acting and broadcasting career. Munai has described himself as something of a jack of all trades, reflecting the unusual path his career has taken. He moved from professional dancing to television acting, comedy, and eventually national radio broadcasting. After his years as a dancer, Munai moved into television and comedy. He began appearing in productions associated with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, KBC, including the legendary comedy programs Vitimbi and Vioja Mahakamani. These programs played an important role in the development of Kenyan television comedy, and appearing in them gave Munai valuable exposure to a national audience. His major breakthrough came later when he joined Citizen TV, where he became part of the cast of the popular comedy series Inspector Mwala. In the show, Munai played Officer Abdi, a humorous and crafty police officer whose mischievous behavior made him one of the memorable characters in the series. The role helped transform Munai from a respected performer into a household name. His ability to combine physical comedy, quick dialogue, and expressive acting made the character particularly popular with viewers. While television established Munai as a recognizable actor, radio eventually became one of the defining parts of his career. He joined Radio Citizen, the Swahili language station operated by Royal Media Services, and became one of the station's prominent presenters. For more than 15 years, he has been associated with the popular evening drive time program, Drive On Reloaded, where he has worked alongside veteran broadcaster Tina Ogal. The partnership between Munai and Ogal became one of the longest-running radio collaborations in Kenya. Their different broadcasting styles complemented each other, with Munai often bringing humor and entertainment, while Ogal contributed discussion and analysis of social issues. Their longevity on national radio is particularly notable because presenters and programs frequently change in Kenya's highly competitive broadcasting industry. Through his radio career, Munai developed an enormous following and became a familiar voice to listeners across the country. Munai's contribution to Kenyan broadcasting has also received industry recognition. Among the notable achievements associated with his radio career is a silver award in the People's Choice category at the Kuza Awards, which he shared with Tina Ogal for their work on Drive On Reloaded. The Kuza Awards are associated with the Communications Authority of Kenya and recognize achievements within the country's broadcasting and telecommunications sector. However, Munai's greatest achievement may be the longevity of his career. Maintaining a successful national radio program with the same co-host for more than 15 years is a significant accomplishment in Kenya's rapidly changing media industry. Away from the cameras and microphones, Munai is a married man and a father. However, he has deliberately kept his family away from the spotlight. His wife has publicly been identified as Anne Zephania, although she has also been referred to in some public circles as Engina. The broader public became more aware of his marriage in 2020 following a serious road accident involving Munai. During the fundraising efforts to help cover his medical expenses, which reportedly exceeded his insurance limit, information concerning contributions was directed through his wife. The incident consequently brought an otherwise private aspect of his life into public attention. Munai has remained considerably more secretive about his children. Their names, ages, and other personal details have not been widely disclosed. His approach to family privacy became particularly evident during the Muga FM interview when he objected strongly to questions concerning rumors about his alleged children. For Munai, his celebrity status appears to end where his family's privacy begins. The 2020 road accident. In 2020, Munai was involved in a serious road accident along Murang'a Road. Reports indicated that the vehicle he was traveling in suffered a front tire burst before overturning. The accident resulted in significant concern among his fans and colleagues. A public fundraising effort was subsequently organized to assist with medical expenses after his insurance coverage reportedly reached its limit. The incident also became one of the rare occasions when details about his family and personal circumstances entered the public domain. Fortunately, Munai survived the accident and continued with his career. Munai's exact net worth has never been officially established. Unlike some Kenyan celebrities who publicly display their properties, businesses, and lifestyles, Munai has kept information about his financial assets private. His known and reported sources of income include his work at Radio Citizen, television acting, corporate events, emceeing, brand-related engagements, and voiceover work. Some Kenyan media reports have estimated his monthly Radio Citizen earnings at approximately Kenya shillings 300,000, although such figures should be treated as estimates rather than confirmed salary information. His long-running television and radio career, combined with corporate appearances and commercial opportunities, has nevertheless provided him with multiple income streams. There is no reliable public record detailing Munai's complete property portfolio. Information about his homes, land holdings, vehicles, investments, and other personal assets remains private. Even when his vehicle became involved in the 2020 accident, reports did not establish the specific make, model, or value of the car. Munai's relatively private lifestyle stands in contrast to celebrities who frequently showcase their wealth on social media. He has largely focused public attention on his work rather than his possessions. Abdi Munai General's career is unusual because it has crossed several major areas of Kenya's entertainment industry. He began as a professional dancer, moved into television comedy, became a recognizable actor, and eventually established himself as a leading national radio presenter. His appearances in Vitimbi and Vioja Mahakamani connected him to an earlier generation of Kenyan television comedy, while his role in Inspector Mwala introduced him to a newer generation of viewers. His work on Drive On Reloaded with Tina Ogal has arguably become his most enduring professional achievement, giving him a presence in Kenyan households for more than a decade and a half. What makes Munai particularly distinctive is that he has managed to build a major public career while keeping much of his private life confidential. He does not publicly discuss his exact age, childhood, parents, siblings, children, personal assets, or overall net worth in detail. Instead, he has allowed his professional achievements to define his public identity. From the stages of Safari Park Hotel to the television screens of KBC and Citizen TV, and eventually to the national airwaves of Radio Citizen, Abdi Munai General has built a career spanning dance, comedy, acting, and broadcasting. His story is ultimately that of an entertainer who successfully reinvented himself several times while maintaining one consistent principle: entertaining the public without surrendering his private life to it.